most central mitzvah that we all observe on Hanukkah is, of course, the mitzvah of Hadlakas HaNeros, the lighting of the Hanukkah candles. We light the menorah to commemorate the menorah that was lit in the Beis HaMikdash. Our menorah has 8 candles, but the menorah in the Beis HaMikdash actually only had 7 candles. The Torah, in describing how those 7 candles of the menorah would shine, the Torah states, El mul Pnei HaMenorah ya'iru shivas haneros. Those candles, the 3 on the right and the 3 on the left, El mul Pnei HaMenorah ya'iru shivas haneros. The candles all had to be facing the middle one, so that ya'iru shivas haneros, so that all 7 candles would shine. And the question is, why do the outer candles have to shine towards the middle one? The Sforno gives a beautiful explanation to explain why the candles had to shine in this way. And I believe this message is a very, very important one in our yeshiva and for all of Am Yisrael, especially on Hanukkah. The Sforno says that the 3 candles on the right represent the Maiminim, those who are Oskim B'chai Olam, those who toil day in and day out. Their entire day is in Kedusha, is in matters of holiness. The rabbis, the Torah scholars. The Masmeilim, those on the left side, the Sforno refers to as those people who are Oskim B'chai Isha, those people who are engaged in the world, who confront the world, who work, who help out the Torah scholars. There's a partnership. Together, they all have to be facing the middle candle. When the Maiminim and the Masmeilim, when those on the right and on the left, when those who are working, engaged in the world, and those who are engaged in Torah, are both focused on the middle candle, which points directly upwards, which is the Ribono Shalom, their intentions, says the Sforno, are all to just bring out the Ratzon Hashem. They're all doing it, what they're doing for the sake of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Then Ya'iru Shivas Haneros, says the Sforno, then great, tremendous blessing will come down to the world. The lights of the menorah will shine, and this will cause HaKadosh Baruch Hu to be happy with the world and to spread His blessings and to give out His blessings, parnasa, bracha, and all good things to all of the Jewish people. The Torah also states, when it comes to Shem, Cham, and Yefes, the sons of Noach, that Yaft Elokim liyefes, v'yishkon ba'olei Shem. There is beauty in Yefes, if that beauty is dwelling in the tents of Shem. The Gemara Maseches Megillah learns out from this pasuk that a Sefer Torah, according to one opinion, can be even written in Greek. Because the beauty of Greek, Yavan was a son of Yefes, and the beauty of the Greeks, as represented by the Greek language, according to the Gemara, Yaft Elokim liyefes v'yishkan ba'olei Shem. The beauty of Greece is considered beautiful when and only when it is serving in the tents of Shem. It is being used to help out the tents of Shem, a reference to Torah study, a Torah way of life. Shem, of course, being the progenitor of Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, the Jewish people. In our yeshiva, we also believe that there is value in confronting the world, in being involved in Chaye Sha'ah, in being involved in studying secular subjects, in the study of math, in the study of science. When those studies are used to help out a Torah way of life, when a person studies science, so he should have an appreciation of the human body, and he should have an appreciation of the body that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has given him, and to appreciate the Niflos HaBoreh. When a person studies English or social studies to understand Hashem's world, to understand Hashem's people, to be able to interact with the people of the world, all seen through a prism of Yiddishkeit. When a person plays ball and he plays like a mensch, like a ben Torah, with midos and menschlichkeit, this is Yaft Elokim liyefes. This is the beauty of Yefes. The Greeks, of course, started the Olympics. They were the whole progenitor of sports and so many cultural studies of art and the world around us. When those studies can be used to help out a Torah way of life, when a person has a beautiful artistic rendering of a Shabbos or an artistic rendering of a beautiful aspect of Judaism, then the world culture and secular knowledge is being used to serve the tents of shame. This is what the Sforno believes, and I believe this is a very important message of Hanukkah. We are different than the Greeks. The Greeks tried to make the study, secular studies, as an end in their own right, supplanting the study of Torah. They wanted us to leave the study of Torah. The Torah says we can use elements of the Greek culture, but not when they're used as an end in their own right. Yaft Elokim liyefes. Studies are beautiful. The whole world, Hashem created a world. Every blade of grass can be studied. Every part of aspect of Hashem's world is there for us to understand and to study. But only the Yishkon Ba'olei Shev, only when those candles are pointed towards the middle one, so that the menorah burns appropriately. Hopefully, as we light our menorahs in our homes, we will bring into our homes a spirit of Kedusha, a spirit of purity, a spirit of sanctity. And if we raise our homes in this beautiful, lit up spirit of sanctity, then everything that we do in our lives, that which is purely kadosh, chai olam, and even that which is chai shah, what we do to make a parnasa, what we do to study the world around us, what we do to interact with the peoples of this world around us, all of it will be el mol Pnei HaMenorah ye'yu shavas haneros. We will be able to sanctify the entire world until that time when we will once again be able to sanctify the new Beis HaMikdash, where it will be a Beis Tefillah Yikari L'chol Ha'amim, where all the nations of the world will come together once again to pray in Yerushalayim HaKodesh. May that day come in here v'yameinu amen.